doesn't even get much better for them as this game goes on. You'll have some scaling damage if we're able to get to 4 and 5 items for this Kalista and this Sylas, but I'm just worried. They know that Vi is going to be going up towards this side of the map, so, I mean, Shadow should have a lot more damage. We'll see what Kair's able to do in mid lane. I think right now he's just trying to trade HP and force Cream under his turret.
Yeah, oh wow, Kanavi's taking a lot of damage. You're seeing... Okay, Kanavi's just going to go ahead and use the smite to finish off the Gromp. Not a whole lot lost here, but Shadow will be able to take the blue buff. Looks like Sheer got caught trying to go in between turrets. Still has the flash to play with, but he's going to go down. That is first blood to top esports.
Oh my god, Kair, we're going to continue to go for this. All right. Cool.
Wow, I mean,
we just game kill over.
It just ends up being a 1-for-1. Going to give him a little more information. Kanavi, I am so sorry, buddy. This is not going to be an easy game for you as the W comes through. Kanavi is low, no flash to play with. Kair coming in once again. Sorry, melee into ranged, and who is roaming more?
Look at this from FPX, dude. We're going to go. So Shadow's going to do the dragon. He can go for a recall probably to pick up more items, but I think... You know, he has pick of the litter. I wonder if he's going to stop Crisp. His flash is going to be coming on up here. Cream has to answer the mid wave first. 369 does have teleport. You can already see Sheer. He's moving, and he has ultimate.
Handshake coming through. Pin cushion is being used. That's the Fate's call. We have a fight on the other side. Kair is going to go down, but here comes the Scion. Sheer is going to force Kanavi to flash. We have the wall to make a line of scrimmage, but right now FPX looking kind of trapped. Kanavi's going to get in. Nice flick coming through here, and even though the Aqua Prison goes wide, Awesome is going down. He gets the reset. He's still alive throwing spears. Finally, he is going to fall, and top esports starting to turn things around. Sheer is the only one left. But he's just a Scion, Dimitri. He can't make it happen.
Oh my god, Kanavi gets so fed in this fight from one way or another.
The onslaught threaten means Sheer is getting a lot of space for his team. And top esports happy to let go of this dragon. It really isn't that much of a big deal for them to drop down to. I imagine.
I don't think it matters right now.
Yeah, and it's fine too. Cream and Kanavi are here, and top esports. Oh, the flick ends up being pretty good.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's a little awkward. I don't think Kanavi can steal, right, guys? But it's the call of the Forge God coming through. It's going to knock up one. You have the tidal wave as well. You got numbers for top esports, but the damage is too much. Kair and Sheer are going to come up big time. Crisp is going to have to flash away as well. Cream forced to use the ultimate there to save himself and his team. And Shadow is going to come in with the ult, but no more kills go through.
Okay, so we talked about in draft that when you look at this top esports roster, who is killing Sheer? Who is killing the Scion? And with how much HP they have, they're going to go for another dive here from the side of FPX. There are Hex Tech gates, so they got to do this fast.
Yeah, there it is. No stuns are coming through, but the damage is more than enough. Fate's Call is going to make sure Jouet doesn't fall to the turret.
All right, this alongside of Kalista, this should be their objective.
Yeah, I mean, you can see Jouet playing from Fog, making space. The wall's going to come through, but Cream can't stop it. You're going to see the ultimate come through, but Awesome is going to be able to go back, but they're going in. Here comes the hostile takeover and the Grand Starfall. Everything is coming up. Fun plus Phoenix. Shadow's going to flash to make sure the Blast Cone doesn't save Cream, but instead, they want to go for the jungler in Kanavi. Dragon's coming up soon, removing TES's smite with the snipe. Is going to guarantee FPX get the next Drake.
FPX wins in the series.
And we talked about it when we started the day. FPX, yes, you got here. It was shaky, but they made it happen. What's next? And this is the gameplay we wanted to see. This was the next top esports being able to play on mid waves. You see the setup that they're going for right now on this top rush. I think Cream is looking for an ult. You're going to see the Weaver's Wall come through. Herald is going to drop, but top esports looking to see if they can try and knock this down. Jouet. He's going to be able to survive, but the flick, nicely predicted. Fate's Call's going to save him, though. They're going in. So much damage coming through, and the hostile takeover just by so much space. That's going to be 2 down in favor of Fun plus Phoenix as they just can't stop winning.
There's no more objectives for them to take, but they use that ultimate. I was a little afraid with Jouet taking it and the Unraveled Earth still being there. I was like, I think, Jouet, you're dead, but I think it's just Jackie Love now.
Stolen hostile takeover is going to go through. Double Aqua Prison, but it's not good enough. Another play. FPX are stomping their foot on the gas, and they are not letting up.
Yeah, Top Esports might just be done. This game might just be completely wrapped. There's only one place on the map that they can be, and it's bottom lane or top lane right now. Care?
Oh, a lot is coming through here. It is going to be the cease and desist into the call of the Forge God. Chris doesn't even need to assist, but he is here with the rest of the team to secure the Otacon. It looks like there won't be a response.
All right, so let's see, does FPX, how much more can they grab? It seems like they're just going to be focusing on turrets for right now. Otacon with the changes, the Thornbound Otacon, you can get it once you get the kills, but especially when you have a Renata on the enemy team, getting those kills and getting that explosion is a little bit tougher. I think for Top Esports, they really want to make sure that they can get that experience. Because of the Otacon going down, it's going to sweep up all of the Blood Roses that are around the map and give them a pretty nice boost and incentive to kind of little play out this map. But 30 seconds now. They have no Vi ultimate coming up for this Dragon play here. The Ornn ultimate is also going to not be available. So how are Top Esports really going to put themselves in a position to actually contest for this Dragon Soul?
It's going to be really hard. If they stall, the Vi ult might be back just a little bit after Dragon starts, but just lacking the Ornn ultimate, especially when you can see Care is already holding on to his hijacked version. It's going to make it really hard here for TES, and they've just lost too much in this early game. They can't let this Dragon go, but hold on. We have a fight coming through here. They're going in for the Unstoppable Onslaught. Grand Starfall means Jackie Love is gone. That is Dragon Soul guaranteed.
All right, Kanavi, let's see it, brother. I need to see the Smite Steal of all Smite Steals here because, I mean, maybe if you are Top Esports, you're saying, okay, we give up Soul and we play for Elder, maybe. I think it's so risky here coming in from Top Esports.
Question is, do they have a choice? You're seeing the flick come through. Sheer is playing great defense, and that is it. Hextech Soul earned by Fun plus Phoenix, and Top Esports going to be running for the hills. A little bit of poke coming through here, but Sheer, he's just too tanky. No one can hurt him.
My God, Cream is throwing out every single rock known to man right now. I don't know if it's going to necessarily be enough. He does clear this minion wave here. Wait a minute.
Oh, Call of the Forge God is coming back online. Shadow's going to flash, so it's going to be okay. And the Searing Charge goes wide, but Sheer is in a bit of trouble. No flash.
Oh my God,
Takeover is going to save him. Shui does it again, and the Fates Call from Awesome means we might have a re-engage, but it's looking like FPX. They want to back off. Top Esports, they know now is the best chance they're going to get. You're going to see the culling come through, but not enough to make it happen. Kanavi, he's looking. Cease and desist is going to come out. Shadow is caught. That's another kill.
Cream!
The flick is coming through. Are we turning this around? Awesome is still here, though. Care is still around. Care has the ultimate from the Vi hijack. They could look to keep this one going, but this one is tough. It's 2 versus 4. We're low health. We're low mana. I think we're finally going to back off.
Wow, Top Esports trying to squeeze water from stone there. They're going to potentially look for another dive. They want to keep Awesome and Care stuck under this turret, equalize the gold. Somehow FPX, 5,000 gold up. They lose 3 members, the shutdown, and even get themselves a Hextech Dragon. But the gold is even now for Top Esports. I'm still thinking this is put yourself in a good position to come back in this game as Top Esports. They're jockeying for position. They have control of the mid wave right now.
Yeah, they're looking. Stun's going to come through. They're going to go for the Call of the Forge God. Kanavi is going in. He's got the ultimate onto Shadow. Care has an ult in response. It is ult back and forth, but Care and Awesome are the ones who are turning it up. We needed Care to step up, and he is doing it big time here. After stolen ult after stolen ult, and Fun plus Phoenix, they're making it happen. They don't need the Baron. They don't need the Elder, and they're going to take this fight and probably the game.
Yep, let's just go ahead and trade it. Look, you guys can have the mid wave. We'll just take your Nexus. I think that's a very worthwhile trade here coming in for FPX. What a dominant game, man. It started with an invade, and it ends with Shadow and Care running this game versus Top Esports.
Wow, and Care is going to go in, flash the Abscond Abduct. He's taking a lot of turret shots, but what are turret shots to a man with a Renata in his back pocket? They finally get that ace. They're going to knock down these structures. And I think the Nexus is the only thing left here. We actually have low HP bars, so this one is getting a little tough, but it's not really going to matter. That is FPX taking the first game.
And while Top Esports, again, have some scaling elements to their draft, I feel like you have opted into a counter matchup in top lane.
Focus, but on a chance for Care to do some real damage. Oh my God.
We're bringing 3 members here. Okay, Sheer, let's see it.
And you're going to see Leap Strike. Gonna allow Sheer to walk away from this one, but now Cream is in the building, guaranteed with that empowered Rune Prism. Flash is gonna have to be committed. Counter-Strike is gonna come through. Oh, but it's gonna be another flash from 369, and it's first blood for top.
Oh, and FPX here. And hopefully now that they've gotten rid of the Maiden from 369, Sheer can do something, because this is a matchup that maybe gets a little bit easier once Sheer gets his first item done.
And I will say that's with Yorick being away, but we'll see. Right now, Top Esports are walking through. Dredge line, it's going to go wide. Is Kanavi going to take that resonating strike? The answer is no. You see Care. Oh, they got the Root Prism, actually. You're going to see the quickness come through. Damage is coming out. It isn't enough for FPX. Are they going to be able to do more? The flash recall. Awesome is going to be able to get one in the background, but Care, he is picking up kills. It's a double kill, and the Akali is here to play.
Okay, but it's Feats of Warfare going over to Top Esports. So they'll get he's going to be getting really close to level 16 pretty soon, and that's going to be a very difficult spot for FPX to play.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Cream. Oh, hold on a second. Crispin's going to get caught. He's going to grand entrance over the wall, and that's Rakan. Slippery as can be. Care, unfortunately, in a little bit of trouble here. I think he might have to flash it out, especially with Navi looking for him. He's going to dodge a supersonic strike, and actually buys a lot of space. They're going to go in, cancels the Realm Warp. Depth charge going to come through. There goes Cream, and we got a little more to work with here. Crisp, he's doing his best. Jackie Love is trying to walk away, but he can't. And another perfect execution is going to come through. We wanted action. FPX gave us action. It's another double kill for Care.
Wow, Care for them to know there's no vision here. Yeah. I mean, Cream teleports so that they can try to make this play. It's going to be the Otacon. Now it's going to be setting up the Dragon as well. This is a very smart play from Top Esports, making sure that FPX are caught unawares. They're going to have to summon the Rift Herald, and it's going to be a mid-tier one, but priority over the Dragon still going to be in favor of Top Esports.
Yeah, at least Herald is going to be able to knock down some. 369 is pushing out that wave pretty strongly on that bottom side, and Sheer is away on the other side. This is a nice exchange at least, so there's going to be more gold.
And I'm looking at this, there is no, I mean, Sheer right now has teleported. He's trying to make it into a flank on this side of the map. 369 can teleport if he wants to. Awesome has finished his Muramana stacking. Can Care get into a flank?
I mean, Sheer is kind of separated from the team right now. Depth is going to go through. It's going to knock up several members. We're going in. Crescent Guard comes out. We're split up. But Kanavi is going to secure the Drake. It is stolen away. Care will get a kill on the exit. For FPX, they want a little bit more. I think they are going to be able to find it. Jway gets the hook. He's going to be able to set up his team for success. Kanavi's trying to equalize. Cream is trying to equalize. And it's actually working. You see the kills falling apart. Top Esports are starting to pull ahead. They have officially scaled.
Oh my god!
Wait. I think? I'm pretty sure
I don't know if can he go for more? 369. Okay, so he misses out on the E.
He's going to let him go.
A lot of HP. Care should be able to move on out of this. Wow, TES, they grab that Dragon. It is so close for them. Oh my god, he goes invisible. Don't do it. Don't press the E. I know it's a bait. It feels good. Axe right.
Yeah.
If Cream had been with the rest of the team, I feel like TES just stomped this fight.
I mean, look at what happened.
So putting a little bit more stock into his spells, especially with the Conqueror here, I think it makes a bit of sense. Jway's getting caught.
Oh, Jway is almost down. Depth Charge is going to buy some time, but eventually he's going to fall, right? Right? No, instead, it's going to be kills still in favor of Top Esports. Finally, Jway falls, and of course, he's going to lose his mid laner in the process. Everyone has gone down. Top Esports are going for the Baron.
That's a clean 4 for 0 from the side of Top Esports, and they're still pushing on the opposite side of the map with their 3 grubs. Baron on top of that. That almost essentially locks up the game here for TES. There are some question marks about this early game. I mean, they got the first blood for the Kanavi, and then they just kept the game going. FPX really had no moves in the early game stage of this second game, and now Cream gets to just keep playing the side lane Rise. 369 keeps to be on the side lane with this Yorick, and Dragon spawning, he's here.
He isn't able to do as much as Jackie Love in these fights, and of course it earned a test to Baron. And another turret as Jway is going to get engaged on. But they're just going to go ahead and walk away. Kanavi and gets hit by the Counter-Strike. He's in no real danger. As you see Jackie Love collect the Dragon in the background. That is 2 Drakes to 2, and if FPX getting a Dragon Soul was a wish before, now it's just wishful thinking.
It's gonna be Make-A-Wish from this point on. They're really scampering for that one.
Yeah.
Potential flank coming in from Care. The rest of FPX gonna try and make a defense on the inhibitor line.
They're going in. Sheer is forced to use the stasis. Some damage is coming through, but they're going to be able to secure it. Kanavi gets one, another for JackieLove. Can Care save the day? You're seeing the flash, but he explodes from the blade recall. It's going to be a triple kill as the rest of FPX are going to fall to pieces.
There's the Realm Warp, and that's going to be the end of the game. FPX, no early game plays, no chance of winning this game number 2.
That's right, and Top Esports, they're going to equalize the series. Top Esports, but in a draft like this, you know, you're kind of turning up the fire a little bit. You're turning on a very big digital clock saying, like, all right, boys. Fair to say, FPX come out positive, but Chris, he's level 3 on Alistar. He has all his buttons. So he's going to try and get a little bit of pressure. Oh, Flash is going to come through. Care, he is stuck. Even with the Flash.
Oh, my God.
The Azir is going to come through. Cream is going to secure first blood.
But look at how much was invested happens.
Not important.
But early Dragon already going over to FunPlus Phoenix. It's kind of what we wanted to see from them.
Yeah, and it's really good, too, for a comp where you're going to be pretty happy with your chances later on. That teleport, Gwen has no hard CC in the kit, so Top Esports going to go ahead and start up the grubs. Guaranteed to get one. I think they want to go in. Glacial Prison comes out. Crisp is getting really low. He flashes into die, and Kanavi gets 2 with the Keeper's Verdict. So FunPlus Phoenix, they need to get the hell out of dodge as they're going to be able to walk away. Grubs reset, but the poke is still really good here.
You're happy about this.
Awesome are back here, but it's not over. Bullet time. Shuffle is coming through, and that 4th shot from the Jhin isn't quite enough. This is the longest fight I think I've seen, but now TES, they're going to have to flash out of here, and they're going to walk away with 1 grub. Otherwise, I think that pressure should give FPX a pretty easy time to start walking towards that Drake pit. But JackieLove and Crisp, they do have a prio.
Oh, Sheer is now fighting 369 on the opposite side. Awesome is nowhere near this objective. They needed to be able to link up and very cleanly get next to each other. Maybe they just trade this for a kill.
Oh, the turn. Oh, and it is the flash from Sheer, who's going to snip 369, but we got more fighting going on here. The headbutt somehow misses Shadow. I really want to see that one in the replay. So,
down for it.
Yeah, bullet time from JackieLove. Going to do a lot of work here, but at the end of it, FPX going to walk away with that Dragon. It's going to be their 2nd one of the game, and with Shui here in the mid lane, Awesome feels comfortable enough to go ahead and get some farm. But on the other side of the map, you mentioned it, Cream, he already has Nashor's Tooth, so any gold you can get him is just going to make him that much stronger.
I just love this, and maybe JackieLove's just dead. Yep, all right, cool.
I mean, I don't even know why we cleansed that one.
Yeah, like, you know that you cleanse, and then you're just going to have to deal with the Jhin ult. But FPX, and what I want to see from kind of the mid and bottom lane duo is them jockeying for position around this objective.
Glacial Prison. 369 is going to go down. He tries to save himself with the exploding cask, but really, no dice.
This should just be a full turret coming in from Sheer. I mean, he'll have another mini wave to play for. It's 25 seconds before 369 will be back up. Cream's going to get himself a full turret, which is not bad. He's going to get closer to having...
Yeah, very true. Seen a teleport as well from Cream. But going back to base. Oh, he wants a little bit more. He's feeling himself. He's going to shuffle Sheer in with that Emperor's Divide, but now Sheer, he's too low health.
He's just teleport out,
play his life. I think he's just going to die to the auto attack, so I think the play was to run away, but good recognition there from Cream.
Tristana giving up a Herald versus a team that really hasn't been able to kind of really develop the map in a meaningful way. This is pretty... Herald's going to spawn. They're going to try to use this to just grab the turret, but you're already seeing they have such a disgusting wave advantage right now. JackieLove and the rest, we're seeing it Top Esports. This Dragon is gone. Shadow, unless you make a masterful steal, you still have this Azir, you have this Poppy and Alistar. You're never getting into range.
That teleport's going to come through. I think we have a fight on our hands. Keeper's Verdict is going to knock away one. It means Shui is in trouble. They're going to have to open up the curtains. Shui turns it around at the cost of his life, and it's looking like FPX don't really have an answer. They are fighting on two fronts, and neither front is winning for them. They are running tail between their legs as Top Esports find yet another advantage.
What an incredibly sloppy fight through this top side and put a lot of pressure onto this objective.
Yeah, speaking of muscle, there's also muscling Care on that bottom side. Kanavi Not able to steal. He's going to get hit with the Deadly Flourish. Also the Permafrost. They're going to go with the ult. Bullet Time's going to come through. Big knock-up from Chris. Jackie Love almost gets the full channel. Shadows going down. Jackie Love has to flash. Sheer is in the middle of so many, but
Cream's
FPX
coming.
finally get a kill. That's right, Cream is here. The Emperor has returned, and no amount of curtain calls are going to be able to turn it around. Even though Kara is able to secure the double kill, it's still big for TES.
They're going to take another turret here. Cream gets right into this fight, and it is so difficult now. Look at all of the carries of TES. In one way or another, they have ways of stopping you from finding kills. It's the Seeker's Arm Guard. It's all this HP that Cream has. It's the Bloodthirster and the Seraphs for 369 and Jackie Love. Does he finish IE here? Maybe. He's still he's still missing like 600 gold for the combined cost. So even if he does that, he still has to buy an LDR afterwards, right?
Wait.
He will actually deal damage. Shadow's just dead.
Yeah, I mean, he's stalling. Respect. I mean, Jue, brother, I don't know if this is the angle, but then again, the marksmen are here. Kanavi gets the double knockback, and it's going to force Kara to flash, but he can't flash far enough from the bullet time. It's a double for Jackie Love. Kanavi goes low to the curtain call, but he is not out. Sheer is the only one left, but he is forced to flee.
Maybe actually with Sheer delaying this, maybe that stops him from taking the Otacon. Kanavi has a lot of HP that he is regenerating. We'll see if FPX can claim this bounty. It is 600 gold for them.
Oh, wow, Cream. A little slide and glide, but it's going to be dodged out. He's going to go for the flash. It's 4 people, though. Surely he's not long for this world. And Sheer getting the shutdown, I think, is really nice, too, on this Gwen. Dragon trade on the other end. It's only the second Drake. And not a big loss there. They're able to get Cream off the map.
You know, yes, I will, also say that having tenacity as well as shield power increase is not incredibly bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow, yeah, we're fighting this
Jue's
one. Keeper's Verdict comes through. Jue is done and dusted. Chris instantly ults to get out of the permafrost. And Top Esports, they can turn this one if they want to. They're actually forcing FPX to run for the hills. And look what's happening on the other side. 369 is able to split while his team is winning out on the other side of the map.
There we go. They have 3 grubs. It'll be another turret. They're gaining gold across the map. TES are not worried about the game state right now. That shutdown may have gone over to the Gwen, but if you are really hard time getting pressure in this top side, I love what Top Esports have been doing, making sure that they can move through mid lane, put pressure on the top side here, try to make this play into Cream really well played.
And Glacial Prison goes wide. You're going to see another Keeper's Verdict. Kanavi just doesn't miss, and Shui is sent packing. 369 is TP'd in as well. I mean, with the space they've gained, there's this opportunity for TES to turn and go for the
Jackie,
bear.
no
wait
way,
a
man.
minute. Jackie Love gets caught out, doesn't have the cleanse, is forced to flash. A lot of HP lost. Curtain call is going to be opened up, but I don't think much is really going to come from it. Cream's tanky. 369 is tanky.
And he stopped Jue from getting in. We haven't seen too much of the Rel versus Alistar combo here. 369.
Yeah, he's jumping in. Exploding Cask is going to blow everyone to the side, but not much else. There it is. It's going to be the flash body slam. Now, Big Kanavi's in a little bit of trouble. Needlework is starting to come through. Deadly Flourish. Big knockup from Chris. He finds another one. And Cream with the big shuffle to help secure the kill. Even with Awesome going for the trade, this Azir is too strong. This Misfortune is too strong. And FPX have to run for the hills.
Okay, yeah, at least for FPX, there is no Baron being started. Maybe there still might be. They're too late to this already. I mean, Top Esports can very easily move back over to this side of the map. They have 3 members. Azir's going to finish this now. Soul point here for Top Esports. And can FPX finish this Baron in time?
Maybe they're doing it really quickly. This is a very fed Tristana, but there it is. Keeper's Verdict. Shadow is out. There is no smite. This is the easiest steal you've ever seen. And Top Esports, they're going to get away with everything. And that's not enough for them, Dimitri. They want more. And they're going to force FPX back.
All right, they've got another minion wave. Lose our base just to defend a single top lane tier 1. Or top tier 2. What?
I don't really know what I'm looking at here. Jue in a little bit of trouble. Isn't going to get the wall bang, but the exploding Cask is going to come through. That is it for the Rel. On the other side, Crisp is low. Care is going to get a reset, but Jackie Love, he's the one who's auto-attacking. FPX are the ones who have to run away. That's another kill coming through here. Inhibitor, not long for this world. And I think that is it. Awesome and Care are here, but is it enough?
Can the carries actually get enough done? Care gets
Oh!
found. That's it.
Yeah, big shuffle coming through. Cream is going to flash because they want to close this one out. And Top Esports, they get the ace, they get the win, and they get themselves up to match point in this series.
Look, it looked a little bit wary. Maybe they were a little sleepy still. Okay, so we've got a game plan here. A lot of damage, a lot of setup for this top side, though. Gwen, you have this Braum, and you have this Senna.
At the end of the day, it's going to be red buff for Raptors. Then again, Raptors were taken pretty quickly. Now we're seeing the push come through. I mean, Braum level 1, really strong. Kanavi's going to walk away with the level 2, but he is going to have to flash away. It's really low. We're seeing flashes come through. Jackie Love. Oh, the Winter's Bite is going to guarantee that kill. And it means that first blood is going over to the Viego. Unfortunately, Dimitri, I don't know if we're going to get away. I think that the push will equalize afterwards, but Kanavi, he's level 3. He just wants to take advantage. Care is level 2. No flash. Flash Charm is going to get a kill for Kanavi.
Great job from Cream and Kanavi there to be able to make some.
It is good amount of burst damage coming through. Oh, yeah, 369 eat forward. Ult is coming through. World Ender, but unfortunately, I think 369's world's about to end. Flash from Shear's going to come through. Oh, the Electroshock Harpoon is going to secure the kill.
Okay, well, that's going to be a wave. That's
So I think Cream on the Ahri that he's 5-0 on after having an already great series so far. He has that opportunity to have a pretty big impact now that he's level 6.
I remember Care started off first. He's such a cute little guy, bro.
No, true. Oh, Kanavi, though. In trouble. Forced to flash. Is going to use the Cyclone, but unfortunately, concussive blows means he's done and dusted there. First blood for Awesome. No response.
Actually setting up again all of that vision on bottom side that we saw from moments ago.
Yeah, I mean, Shear's getting engaged on. No flash to speak of. The Infernal Change is going to land, and even with the Equalizer,
no way.
Actually, I say it, he's going to live. The Electroshock Harpoon's going to come through. Shear bites off more than he could chew, but Shadow is going to be able to use the ultimate there to help secure the kill. Care gets another. This Viego is able to participate just a little bit more.
I mean, sure, you got gold back onto Care, but you dropped the mid-wave for this.
Yeah.
Kanavi, it is just Braum for now, but Shadow's here. Okay, so he's going to force him off, gets the Cyclone, and a TP coming in from Cream. He has no ultimate, but he has the flash.
Oh, this is tough, though. Concussive Blow is going to get stacked really quickly. Heartbreaker coming through, even with Kanavi's help. That is a dead Ahri, but the
Wait a minute.
Oh, my God. Wait, it's doing way too much work here. Care, of course, is still going to be able to walk.
He has no vision. Kanavi and Crisp are just now walking over, trying to make this play happen.
Oh,
that's it.
Flash. Yeah, they got him. Not much else to say.
That was Flash and his ultimate. So, I mean, Care and Shear now with 3 grubs, they get a full turret for themselves. That's going to be feats of strength again going over to Fun Plus Phoenix. I gotta say, Top Esports cannot comfortably farm in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Dimitri, I don't know about you, but I hear some music playing in the background.
Actually makes it very easy for FPX to contest on mid-wave and get that push so they can get into Fog of War so easily.
And right now, you're seeing the ult come through. Ult flash charm from Cream. It's going to be the knock-up. The engage is coming through, and Care can't run away. There's no response here as Top Esports. The decisive play is going to get them 2. Might be
Take
more.
that, though. That's 2 kills going over, and we're going to be able to at least break a turret in trade. Seems like they're going to be going 1 for 1 here. Shear should be feeling a little bit more comfortable to hit on this structure. Pretty good job coming in from Top Esports. We were
second Dragon. We're even seeing Care TP to make sure this one gets locked down. Kanavi, I think they don't know that Care is here. No, they should know now, so this is really dangerous.
Oh my God, Shear.
Oh my God,
wait. This guy. Shadow?
Oh my god, and we're just fighting on all fronts here. Equalizer is going to come down. Really nice red carpet. Already the stasis from Shadow. 369, maybe he can do something, but he's stunned, bursted down. The Hexstreaker is not going to help him. And Top Esports, they got to run for the hills. There isn't a thing they can do as the triple kill for Awesome comes down.
That was incredible. The amount of shielding making it happen. It took them 2 games to stop being AFK to fight back here in this series. But it is going to be able to get in terms of healing.
I think it's just more about sustain in the fights, because the longer Viego lives, the more likely he's able to take advantage.
Sports are not really in the area, but they're going to be able to collapse first. Sheer is sitting in mid lane, waiting to teleport in.
Yeah, and we're going to see it come through here. Rumble is on the way, but that is
a lot of time
wasted. A kill is going down. Shadow is gone. No smite available for FPX, and TES are the ones who are on the Otacon. You're seeing the red carpet get laid down. Charm gone to Sheer. The shield isn't quite enough, but TES, or 369, is going to end up going down. Kanavi secures the objective, but Care is resetting. It's a double kill for Sheer. You got to start walking away now, but Top Esports, they want to use that range. They want to see if they can walk them down.
Oh my god, Cream!
The charm! Jouet is out! The tether is on! And Top Esports, they aren't done just yet, but I think they bit off more than they could chew. Care flashes the charm, so it's still going to be positive for Fun plus Phoenix. However, props to Top Esports, really feeling the confidence here, that aggression, again, something that they're so known for, but we got to hold that thought.
Okay.
It is time for Soul Point.
Oh, that's a charm missing from Cream. Some good damage here. 369 is going to try and jump over this wall. Care is marking him, but Care, he's going to actually go right back over the wall. Okay.
Ooh. Charm isn't quite going to land. Dragon is getting pretty low. We have a 50-50 on our hands, but the Dragon has been auto-attacking FPX the whole time. It's going to be secured by Shadow. We are going in there like swimwear, and Awesome is going to get the first kill here. As soon as you lose Kanavi, you got to run for the hills. 369 is going to have to flash away. It looks like he's going to be able to walk it out, but Top Esports, again, the aggression, that forwardness that we've seen.
That burst isn't really there. The rest of the DPS from Top Esports just isn't able to match, and Jouet might just sacrifice the game. I wonder if Top Esports now, with numbers advantage, they get 369 to tell
Phoenix, because it isn't just what some people might want to just assume, where it's like, Top ran it down. The FPX have had some good looks here. Flash from Awesome is going to come through, but Jouet again sacrificed to the
no!
2 kills, a double for Kanavi. It's falling apart. Cream, he wants to get a little bit more. He's reaching, but he isn't going to be able to find
it is Cream missing the charm. 369, they're going to try and buy time, finish this objective. Oh, guys, just finish the Baron, guys.
I mean, they want to fight. You're going to see the Moonfall come through. It's a lot of damage, but it's a 1 versus 5. Shadow, he doesn't have
What are we doing?
Health. Sheer has to run. We're losing the game. We're throwing it all away, Dimitri. I don't know what's happening. It's another double kill, and this time for certain, TES have the Baron.
Oh, wait a minute, though. They're kind of low.
Great flanks that FPX just haven't been doing a good job at responding. They haven't marked him.
Playmaker for them to get anything done in this game multiple times here. And if they win, clear MVP in my mind. Dragon is going to go over to FPX, and that is going to be them on Soul Point. 5 minutes. Just split them apart right now. The whole point of this FPX composition is to team fight. It is all around using our big ultimates to try to turn around 5-on-5s, and if you can just split them on the map, take a turret here, nickel and dime them for every resource here. They have to overgroup at this point, especially with a Baron on the side of Top Esports. So they're trying to get damage, they're chipping away at these objectives.
Oh!
Shadow!
Flash Moonfall coming through, but it isn't quite going to be enough, even with the Dawning Shadows. But we have ult committed. Cream is going to be looking. They want Jouet. They've got him so much. Cream is down. No resets on the Ahri. Kanavi is going in, but still, Jackie Love is enough. The double kill is coming through for both Kanavi and Jackie Love. And that's it. 40-second death timers. There's no angle for a comeback. Fun plus Phoenix, they made it look close, but our first seed in Top Esports put them in the dirt, and they're going to send them down to the lower bracket.
Fud plus Phoenix, they snatch defeat from the jaws of in public execution from the Mbessa to be able to follow up alongside the Galio. You have so much crowd control from the side of BLG. We need to. And that'll just mean that BLG, they're going to use this priority. They said this bottom lane is now away. That's the first dragon of the game and potentially a dive as the Shy has to use the ultimate. The Equalizer tearing down this minion wave and preventing the dive.
Yeah, top laner. Slowly here, Alk. Just a couple of advantages that BLG are picking up. They get another kill.
Oh, and there it is. It's going to be first blood going over to Elk and on that trade earlier advantages.
Yeah, they're playing very heavily for these neutrals, and Bin now's the one under fire. Mako, JJ, a lot of point and click.
Okay, teleport is invested. It's Knight going to be there first. Public execution to dodge out on the solar flare. Mako potentially going down next. It's the flash from Knight. It's the winds of war that blow away IG and bring themselves
to disengage, but they're caught in two minds. And they're going to go again. TP just to the top side now by Bin.
Hey, they said, look, if Knight's gonna stay here, then hell, we'll just take a second one if we want to. The first dive may have not worked, but now the dragon spawns. You know,
he just keep his verdict to nothing.
Oh no, well that's an important ultimate. That is also the teleport coming in from the Shy. The ultimate, the Grand Starfall, flies forward on, hits nothing with the Pot Blossom. Elk is roasted alive. The curtain call is coming on through. Can BLG fight outside of this dragon pit? They'll finally be able to grab themselves the feats of warfare.
Nobody's got smite.
Nobody's got smite. JJ's gonna just straight up take the dragon, and BLG are gonna fight their way out. Finally, after this objective has fallen, it is multiple kills. It is as sloppy as possible, but this is exactly what we expect from BLG versus IG.
I don't even know what happened in that team fight. Alk, there was just a lot of pretty colours, and now On's just killed himself to walk up to Root Gala. Bin flashes forward. And this is the craziness of the LPL. In game number 1 of our best of 5, I think IG, okay, cool. Yomu's Q flash from Elk takes down Gala. He's annoyed that he got killed off. And a great sidestep from Knight there, dodging out on one of JJ's Qs means that he's able to survive as well.
Okay, we're coming back to live. Patron's going to send this engage, snap him into the wall. Keeper's Verdict lands this time. JJ's not going to be as lucky. Another kill goes over to Elk, and we have to imagine Mako is next to fall. 2 kills for free coming in for BLG. And we're really starting to snowball the rest of this game. On's going to get a little bit of damage down, but they're going to turn this right back on to JJ. The entrance from Knight gets immediately countered by a shockwave from Rookie, but it is more members of IG falling. Rookie is going to be the last one to go, and they thought they were turning on to BLG. Well, guess what? BLG make a snap play. They take down Rookie. They also summon the Rift Herald. Everything is going Billy's way in this game number 1.
And that's the exact fight that BLG needed. It was handed to them by JJ.
Play the side lanes a little bit better than your opponents, and that has just not been the case here. Feels like they are getting sucked in to try to find fights versus their opponents, and BLG are saying, sure, man, give us the freebies. We will take
legwork
them.
To begin with. It's about finding those harpoons that can break Edge of Night. It's about finding the solar flare that can force a cleanse from Elk before an objective really starts. And it's about making sure that Gala's not the one face-checking this and making sure that there's actually a little bit of safety here.
When are we going to nerf Nico clone duration? Like, it was literally just standing there for a solid 8 seconds. That seems like that should be that they want to here. So, Otacon has now spawned. Another dragon will be up and available in 3 minutes' time. IG need to get creative, and they need to be able to stabilize this game. Mako just dodging out, finally gets caught by a public execution, but you may have walked a little too far onto your red side jungle. Full snap engage comes out, 2 picks easily going over to BLG.
And that's not just now complete control over the bot side. That's Atacon as well that's going to be picked up single-handedly for exactly what it is that BLG are looking for. They'll take that Atacon down and now have a really good advantage moving up to this top side where Rookie, even with Phase Rush, is going to be in trouble.
Bye-bye. All right, Tangle Barbs lands. He's trying to walk down. What are we doing, Rookie brother? We're getting spaced by On. Doesn't land it. No deadly flourish. On. Laugh at him. Spam the emotes on this guy. It is a full-on attempt. IG are desperate. They are looking for a Nico, and all they're going to get for it is some sad B emotes and more of their base. All of their structures starting to get raised.
Yeah, a really good set of sidesteps here from Nico, just making sure that On's exactly where he needs to be, and more importantly, kind of flexing on Rookie, forcing the flash out of the Orianna is again incredibly important, and this is why I was sort of speaking about the weakness of the Orianna at the moment, right? This is Seraph's being finished, yes, great, but that's not a damage item. It's very much geared toward keeping you safe across the board as well. There's 3-level advantage top, jungle, 2 levels for the mid laners. Like, overall, having an 8-level lead across the team.
Might be looking to close on out, especially with 2 grubs on their side.
Yeah,
Batron is making the route of a century. Finds the engage right onto Mako. He's gone. Bin may have missed out on the public execution, but don't worry, we'll get a complete display of BLG smashing IG here in Game 1.
Yeah, and I mean, that's taking the soul, no doubt. But this probably just ends up being game number 1 quite nicely and neatly, I would say, wrapped up by BLG. Their win condition was win around that 1 to 2 item marker, and now they've hit them 2 items across the board for all 4 topside carries. And I mean, what they need now is somebody to pick off Rookie, who's I thought maybe a little too far forward. These tier 2 turrets are notoriously difficult to defend, so with the Keeper's Verdict sort of threatening, good to see that he holds on to it, because that shortens the cooldown significantly. Maybe have another look at this tier 3 turret and start to break open the base.
Okay, oh, well, Bin, public execution misses again. A shockwave that lands onto him and deals absolutely no damage. Pop Blossom just to stop him. Fade's call to bring him back, and Batron will find that kill. The Shy's knocked back to his base. You're going to have pure spectator tickets to watch your Nexus go down. Another kill here for BLG. The inhibitor soon to fall. BLG look like they can do no wrong. They can chase him under their Nexus turrets, and it is just child's play for them.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of speaks to how far ahead they are. The fact that Knight is flashing in under double Nexus turrets and still doesn't go down. That's probably going to be game 1 here. Rookie and the Shy with a last-ditch effort.
And BLG, we had questions if this was going to be as close as it looked during the regular season. They're going to take a single Nexus turret. They're going to play time.
Badly, and they give over all of these shutdowns. It gives IG a much better chance at fighting on their soul. Whereas JJ, who's just been caught again, just going to give them another fight.
Everybody's fighting. We got a fight on 2 fronts. But hey, you can try to split apart all of these games. Every single one of these fights, they will finally get this shutdown onto the Mbessa. But the rest of BLG will rout them. On gets the Pop Blossom. It is a triple kill coming in through for Elk and this Lethality Kalista. Batron says thank you. Next, let's go on to game number 2. BLG 25-6. Absolutely dominate Invictus Gaming.
And you were right here, Alk. There is no soul spawning. There is no soul being picked up. BLG don't even need the Baron this time round. They're just going to spot IG, who are walking around in their jungle, who, to be honest, are probably also saying, all right, thank you, next. Let's get into game number 2 and maybe put on a bit of a better performance.
All right, well, look, it's a short keeper's verdict. It's going to be one where you get to see the back of your base. The rest of BLG, maybe KDA padding here. They'll get a couple more kills to end this one off. But Billy...
late game, and she's got like 750 range, is critting you for 700 every single time. But that, it's so far away. And there's again, there's not a lot there. And I mean, looking at this game in particular as well, it's maybe a stolen away Annie ulti that he's looking to cleanse. Maybe a quick chain from Knight. 4v4, unless the Shy actually, with this wave, can push it in and can start walking through the river. Maybe look to try and impact that map.
Oh, he has Maiden, he has Trinity Force. The Shy might lose a Summoner spell. At the very least, he's going to take a lot of his HP, and that's a snap engage coming in from Invictus Gaming. It is the crash down from On that completely backfires. It's going to be the trade of supports here. And now there is no Anield, no Tibbers available. IG should feel...
Time's gone by, but currently not valuing the steal of just that second dragon, and a little bit of an early smite from Batron, but nothing.
They have better split pushing. Now they have 2 dragons as well. Are IG going to contest ever? It's his first engage. Okay, Cyclone comes down. Gala no flash. Gala almost no HP. But he flashes out. He'll get the heal. And Mako takes half of his as a re-engage coming in from Invictus. How much more can they find? They kick Batron into the rest of their waiting arms. It's the crash down. It's the Magnet Storm. And it is Jeje falling. Mako tries to get out of this play, and that is more.
It nets them now, this Rift Herald absolutely uncontested, whereas, you know, we probably weren't going to see it contested anyway, and I don't know that this 2v1 down on the bot side is going to be too easy.
All right, Bin has to flash. I do think with a decimating smash landing here, Bin is probably going to fall. He does make them work for it. It'll be the Feats of Warfare, but the turret goes down, which means the Feats of Strength go over. They get the Herald as well, and this will just be a free turret going over tonight as he's able to have that alongside the Grubs. IG are scrambling to find anything. Maybe they catch Elk here in mid, but it's an Ezreal who still has his summoner spells. Is a pretty big wish.
So JJ here with the kick available. It's going to be really tricky once again to get onto Elk, who has Flash, has Arcane Shift. Looking at him underneath his tier 1 turret. Comes through, but now he's Mako in trouble.
Yeah, Mako, we're under the turret, man. Dawning Shadow lands, you have to know. Elk is going to be a player. Almost all respectable Ezreal players are going to be able to buffer the hook there.
Bot lane, no prio mid lane, and maybe a can-do attitude can get IG into the river here.
All right, how much more? They're going to try to muscle their way through.
So
it is
far.
the Shy sending the ultimate. Okay, they grab this, but look what's happening on the other side. Again, Bin 3 Grubs with this Trinity Force and with the Maiden will grab BLG, their 3rd tower of the game. They also lose access of mid lane, so even potentially losing the mid tier 2. This is a huge win for BLG, saying, hell, you can have the 3rd dragon. We'll just take all of your structures.
Yeah, and they're going to get a charge on that 3rd turret as well, so slowly that is going to get whittled down, and you know, IG here, they're not even able to find this tier 1 turret bot side. Knight's going to be able to clear that one out, steals away Tibbers, and uses him for his own good to defend that turret. You can now see bases coming through from BLG. Bin's got BLG as 4, can look to stop them.
I'm just looking at Elk right now. He finished his Muramana being stacked and also has the upgraded Boots of Lucidity from the Feats of Warfare. Pretty decent. You get a lot of crit chance as well as the flat AD, but as of right now, you were losing a lot of your base. They're now walking into Fog of War. They thought this was their side of the jungle. Cyclone plus Magnet Storm equals Mako and JJ going down. Rookie might be next. On flashes forward, he hits him with the crash down. He knocks him up, and he's going to bring him down. A triple kill for Elk, and now potentially the Otacon as well for BLG.
This is just a reminiscent of
Gotta get away. He knows that he dipped into this bottom side jungle.
Okay.
Knight is instead going to prioritize the wave. This is going to be Otacon taken. And we thought, you know, there's already a gold lead here for BLG. Now they have Thornbound Otacon. And on the opposite side of the map, Beichuan is going to take the dragon, put his team on Soul Point. Elk as well here to reinforce his top laner on this wave. BLG look like they can do no wrong here in this series versus Invictus Gaming.
And once again, I will say that bot side, there's a big TP fight coming in from Rookie, though. They're looking for this fight.
Oh, they should have seen him on this teleport. Knight does see him here. He's going to be able to knock him up. The Shy finding Elk potentially. That is a shutdown onto Gala. And Rookie's going to chase Knight out of this side of the jungle. Baron has spawned, and maybe this is the find. This is the pick that Invictus Gaming needed to get back into this game.
Bin has got teleport. He can influence this if they choose, but BLG have got 3 very strong members still sniffing around here. Maybe Bin looks to just go and take turrets, and the rest of BLG are looking to buy time. The Baron, it's slow. It's Senna and Annie. This DPS is not quick.
Annie is actually trying to find a recall timer, backs up, Knight trying to fly in off of the wings. This is a massive flank. On uses the Magnet Storm, only lands onto 1. Knight completely misses the Scion ultimate. JJ's going to knock and execute the Sylas. This will be the Baron going over. There is no contest as BLG, they simply try to keep Invictus Gaming.
But looking at these big 5v5s, Gala didn't go back to base and finish the Infinity Edge. He still sat on components, so that big ticket hit, not quite there yet. And now the Baron's worn off, then Bin all of a sudden might have a chance in this fight.
Bin's trying to find this. I know that the Shy, if he's able to take down this Maiden, there's something that could be said. There's maybe more to play
engage
for.
on Rookie.
Finds the engage. Rookie is down. Dawning Shadow comes out, but is it enough? Or is it going to be the Knight that eclipses IG? On trying to find something. It's Mako next to fall. Elk is letting it rip with these Mystic shots. And they're going to try to barrel down the mid-wave. As a teleport from Bin, this might just be the end. Who cares about a soul if you can take another Nexus?
all eyes on Gala here. He has to perform in a 3 versus 5. He's got a Scion for frontline. He's got a Lee Sin to do a little bit of work. But Hullbreaker, the Maiden, there's too many minions.
Oh, they have way too much HP. Jeje's trying to get in. The Shy is tanking it, but it is another Nexus turret to fall. IG, can they hold on? It seems like the HP bars and the rest of BLG, they say, look, Jeje and the Shy...
Sniffing around this. Don't think that denying the soul is that worth it.
Okay, I like this from Knight, though. Takes the Lee Sin kick. He does not land the Abscond to Abduct, but at least keeps Jeje away from the pit.
Okay.
Casting your ultimates, you're going to get a lot of movement speed, and we can take a look back at this fight in the replay.
Oh, this is really good from On. He's just giving him a little bit of a fakey here. Channels his auto attacks so that he can't see the windup of the Q as easily. Q flash, quick snipe, it's very well played. Mako here deserves some big props. Flashing into the chain so that Gala can keep himself alive. He ends up sacrificing himself, saving the game effectively with that flash in front of the chain. If Gala goes down there, the game ends. So Mako once again stepping up on this support role. And for two players who we talked about having been a little bit inconsistent here, Mako has had a bit of a stinker with the engage underneath that tier 1 turret earlier on. On, though, has been firing on all cylinders pretty much this entire series so far.
Yeah, this is why we came into this series.
For BLG, the flash from Bin gets expended, but that is all as IG defending those inhibitor buffed up waves, but a great absorption from Bin there, just flashes
Last
out.
Inhibitor turrets down. Maybe an engage here, but that's an Infinity Edge done for Gala. Maybe it's the Shy getting caught.
Flash ulti blocked by Beituan.
Oh, man. The Shy goes down. That might be the critical pick that BLG need to blow this game open and finish out in a 2-0 to start our series. Now they've got multiple waves crashing.
Eyes on Rookie, your two playmakers. Rookie with the Tibbers, Gala with the Infinity Edge. They need to step up.
Oh my god, Gala. I mean, look, Rookie has now used the ultimate. Tibbers is down. It is Tibbers versus the Maiden. And hey, maybe an animated bear is just not as good as a reanimated wife. On tries to make a play onto Mako. He gets caught out. He is gone.
The turret
going down here. How much more can BLG get? It's going to be a race, and it's going to be a quick one. Focus a little bit more on BLG. It feels like they have a lot easier time being able to get push and kind of being able to find those early skirmishing. But when you look at this Invictus, it starts here.
Ooh.
Oh, hell. Hey, the Jaios are getting excited. Mako uses the flash, and that's the first blood going over to On. This is exactly what BLG wanted to happen, and IG, they wanted to avoid this. Charm still lands, Gala uses his cleanse, and now the flash comes out. They have no sums. Let's go for a punish. You can see that Gala and Mako. That hawk shot, and he doesn't have a Ranger's focus either, so this is pure damage and a free win. Oh, Gala. All right. 3 Talon strike. Knocked up. There's the handshake. Gala gets knocked up. He gets taken down. Another kill going over to BLG to start.
And it's really lead for Jeje as well. That early gank is costing him now in the long run. Knight moving over. Smite secured by Beituan.
Okay, red buff. He gets that power. Is he going to be able to escape? There's no flash from Rookie. Phase Rush could have made it a lot more difficult, but we are going to continue to fight. Bin looking for Jeje. No stun available. There it is. The Ruthless Predator comes down. Rookie is taken out, and it is a 3-0 start for BLG. Can they get any more, though? The Shy and Jeje are going to go forward. Jeje almost goes down. It is a trade onto Bin. The Shy is going to get another kill. Trying to see if he can get any more healing from the passive of this Xin Zhao. It'll be 2 kills going over to this Jace. And BLG still feeling very confident about their early game start.
As the Shy walks into mid lane. Fancies a little bit of Knight as well. He is the globetrotter through the top side of the rift.
Saw him move over for this play. I'm surprised that this is not a larger investment to protect the Shy.
They want him.
Yeah, they're just using this. Can he dodge out on the charm? It's going to land by Knight. He's going to get himself, actually trades a kill. God. The Shy says, if you're going to aim for the best top laner, you best not miss. He puts down.
For IG, the question becomes, how do they start splitting up the lanes? Because usually you'll move your bot lane to wherever you want to fight for. But when you have a 3-0 Jace, you want the Shy everywhere that you're looking to fight. Fortunately, I think the timing on it has synced up nicely so that they can just take grubs at the same time that the Drake goes down, and with that prio that the Shy has.
The Shy is just going to use his teleport and his flash here for this play. And have to immediately retreat. If he recalls, I feel like it's a massive win for BLG. Engage goes on to JJ. It's going to be the hook. Lands? Okay. Well, now we're just getting every single ultimate. Beichuan makes a snap engage. The Shy's trying to get away. The bounty lands onto Beichuan. And now we'll see BLG move forward. Flash coming on through. Can they find more? Gala falls, and now BLG take full control of the map. They finally found this pick, and maybe they're going to end this off with a single treat onto Mako.
Oh, what is that? Flash shot from Mako here is not good at all. You are definitely dying there, and that flash just seals your... is just insult to injury, really. Say as well, a reminder that we're not too worried about this game for IG if it goes really late. The scaling on a Ryze, the scaling on an Ashe, definitely very, very solid, and the late game damage from an Ahri, from a Renekton can be a little bit weaker. Do value a Xayah as you move into the late game, though. Want to highlight the fact that Elk could have a mammoth performance on this Xayah, and with the cleanse, the ulti as well has a lot of safety built into his kit. But IG sniffing around in the spot side jungle. JJ may be found.
Oh, they need to be careful. It's the teleport from Knight. Huge engage from On. And it is a hostile takeover that puts 3 people in a tizzy. 2 kills immediately here for BLG. A 3rd one to follow. A 4th one to come on through. It's a triple kill for Bin. And a massive win for Billy Gaming.
And it's another fight that goes the way of the 2024 Spring Takeover. It doesn't matter. Elk is free hitting this entire time. Bin is running rampant with Knight, running rampant with Beichuan, and just getting every single kill that they needed. Gala's threatened by all of the flanks, the Ahri from one side, a Renekton from another, and he has to run to the high hills.
I'm just so confused because kind of a through line for this series so far has been IG not necessarily recognizing when they are strong, when they're allowed to do things, and it really feels now has a massive advantage. Same thing with Elk over their counterparts.
Yeah, and I think that this Xayah, again, going to be really tricky to try and get access to.
Oh my god, this is such a great engage coming in, even with JJ finding 2 members. Beichuan and On are just playing on another level versus their counterparts. The investment of the ultimate from Rookie. We're making a re-engage. Goodbye, Mako. Good job with the bailout. We'll see you in the next fight. Knight's going to go forward, and this should be BLG looking to start up this Herald. But with a massive shockwave from the Shy, that might actually dissuade them and buy them a little bit of purchase here onto the objective.
Maybe even buy. And for a series coming into this where we were so excited to look at our mid lane matchup, I might have to hold this as the Shy threatened by Bin here. This is 1 versus 1 with TPs not available.
You know, the Shy's getting pretty close to his turret. He'll get access to melee form. Can Bin do it? Can Bin keep going?
That's Flash.
Yeah, it's Flash. He's going to go forward. The Shy knocks him into the turret. At the Shy, he says, thank you very much. But you look at the opposite side of the map, and the Shy has to be a little sadder here as his bot lane duo falls, and now it's going to potentially be at least 1 more turret, whether it's the mid or the bottom lane, is up to BLG.
This game, without the Shy, is 0-11 right now in favor of BLG. Everywhere on the map is crumbling around him. And it's coming off of the initial playmaking of Beichuan once again, maybe on the back of this as well. Knight has got Spirit Rush, he's got Flash, shouldn't really be in any trouble here.
Yeah, he's going to basically be able to get out of this if he wants to. JJ says thank you for the Heartsteel proc. 2 items finished with the Navori Flicker Blades.
Yeah, there's 2 items on the Shy, so there is that question mark of whether or not he's strong enough to tango with everybody on BLG, because he is the real only carry left as Knight's TP behind.
Oh my, there it is again, man. On just completely breaks the ankles of IG. JJ finds a massive impale, but it is not enough. The Shy finally gets a reset when they pick up this recon, but the entire game is falling to pieces. Invictus Gaming, can they realm warp out?
Oh.
Yes, that'll be an escape for Mako and for Rookie, but the rest of IG have to watch with gray screens as BLG pick up. That has been, I think, name of the game for Invictus Gaming. What versions of IG are we going to get? Are we going to get the Shy playing at his peak team that is supposed to kind of revolutionize the league?
And yet somehow they're still the team pushing for this bot tier 2.
Okay.
The caught on here, who's going to maybe get away?
No, that's one more auto. Okay, so they'll be able to grab that kill. It's the heal as well from On. And a turret, so not all that bad. Exactly what we needed to see, especially with 3 grubs icon here being taken by the side of BLG.
I mean, Beitwan did the majority of this solo. Now he's got a little bit of help from Elk as well. This thing is just going to melt. 2 items for Beitwan.
He does not have in this game number 3.
Maybe an attempt onto Bin here. JJ through the wall, but Beitwan's nearby. On's nearby as well.
Oh, they're making this engage, but look at how much HP Bin has. He can steal so much more, and he gets out alive. Beitwan now here with this Crescent Guard buying so much time, and it is a waste for IG. It is a complete and utter domination here. Rookie does get out, but he literally just took a single bus stop here with the Realm Warp. He's just going to get caught. They thought maybe there's going to be more members to be able to get him out of this. Ben teleported to the top side. It is a smashing BLG, man. We thought this was going to be a close series. They've made it look anything but.
3-0 looking thoroughly on the cards here as BLG take another 4 kills down in the bot lane. And this time round, it's just an overextend. If he wasn't in a little bit of a trouble situation, he might have been fine.
He does no damage, bro. He's getting farmed.
Yeah.
It's another turret going down here, and BLG, how much more can they make of this? I want to think about the potential matchup that if this was supposed to be our banger that didn't deliver, that upper bracket quarterfinals is exactly what we want to see here in the LPL.
Catch on to JJ. I mean, you're right, though, Alk, that, I mean, honestly, and looking at how Top Esports played today, there's questions as to whether they're even the favorites going into it. If BLG were
being able to move on over, move more of the vision forward here for BLG. They're going to try and make this play onto JJ. It's a double impale, but none of his damage members are in the area. That'll be JJ going down, and that should be the Baron being started. Knight flies in over the wall, says, "Thank you for the cleanse, I will be back." And he's just going to farm up this mid wave and get ready for his team to take over this game.
Yeah, I mean, Baron should at least be started between Elk and Beitwan. There's enough damage there and enough tankiness as well with the heals from the Gleaming Quail. No jungler for Invictus Gaming means that BLG will take this with absolutely no problems. The Shy sniffing, though.
The Shy walks forward. He gets caught. It's a handshake. It's a hostile takeover there. Elk does have to use the Feather Storm. Is the bailout not going to be enough for the Shy? Flash is coming out for multiple members. Teleport here from Knight. He does not have ultimate, but he does have Flash. Realm Warp's going to be able to use for Rookie to escape. The amount of movement speed that Knight is having from Foxfire plus his teleport. On gets caught, finally. Handshake again lands, and Beitwan moves forward uninhibited, unfearful of the opponents, recognizing that IG can do nothing but watch as the game completely crumbles.
And with Baron at their backs now, Alk, it's just a matter of time. 2 people dead. On, he's going to have the ability to make his way back out onto that map as soon as he respawns. And for BLG here, it's just been a massive
night. And if they just need you to run to their lanes and gank them, hell yes, man. I'll jump. You say how high. like I'm here to play. I'm here to win something.
And that's, you know, it's thoroughly on the cards at this point. If they continue with this level of performance, I'll, you know, keep my breath a little bit bated as we wait for them playing up against potentially more scary opponents a little bit later on, right? IG ultimately were a 5th seed, and On's just dead.
On gets caught. Bin flashes forward, trying to find something. The Shy, no bailout. It is a single member getting caught with that Impale. And this feels like the death throes here for Invictus Gaming in the upper bracket. A triple kill here coming through for Bin. 2 more members of Invictus Gaming stand between them and a 3-0 and a date with Top Esports.
This should just be the game here. Rookie cannot clear this wave. Mako, no ulti. This should just be BLG signing their ticket to the quarters.
There it is. That is BLG. They'll take down Rookie. They'll send them to the lower bracket. And BLG in the banger versus Invictus Gaming make it look easy as the 4th seed. They make it look clean versus IG. And they'll go on to face Top Esports in 2 days' time.